Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Estancia Lapacho. Now, today I'm going to try and see if I can run this one out to the side on Follow Me. I'm going to see if I can have it running along beside the sugarcane harvester while the sugarcane harvester is on just on the AI vehicle extension. So that's going to run up and down the field, and I'm hoping that this one then will be able to run along beside it. Not really sure how well this is going to work though. So I've got offset 5. Let's offset it to, actually I think 6 might be too much. Yes, and now I'm not able to follow. This is what it does, is it gets a little bit too far away and then it won't actually follow. So we've got to go back and then we go right offset 6. Might be a fraction too much. If we go, let's try 5 to start with, and we'll put it level pegging with the front of the machine. Is that going to work? You know, I think it might. I want to do this because I think it would actually be quicker for unloading it, and it is reaching it. Is whether or not it can turn when it gets to the end of the row. And if it can, that'd be absolutely brilliant, because we pretty much then, we've got the sugarcane automated, and all we got to do is jump in and empty the trailer every so often. So if we can do it with this one, we may even be able to do it with the other one as well, and we can sort of have them both running, and all we got to do is empty out the trailers. So it's purely dependent on whether it's going to be able to get round this corner properly here on the headland. If it can, so it's moving back, and that is fantastic. It's actually worked. Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. Okay, we do have to wait and see what's going to happen now. It doesn't seem to like the fact that it's cut the field in half. It's trying to take. It does seem to take the field as a whole rather than trying to turn around. It's going to do it again, isn't it? Right, let me jump out of that tractor a second. We'll jump into here. If I take the hired help off. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to sort of go round in a big circle on this one in order to get it to stick to the right side of the machine. And it'll cut it off like that, and then there we go. If I come down through there like that, it should then meet up in the right place, and we can just let that one carry on. So if I just press H on there, that'll keep going. It should, as long as that star will keep up. Let me move out of the way of it all. And yes, that is tipping it into the trailer. It's loading the trailer as we go along. Before I start doing this next one, my question for this week. I have got a spare $1 million from setting up the farm. And what I want to know is, which field do you think I should get to complete the farm? Just to sort of make our farm whole here. Do you want me to get fields 13 and 15 down there? Or do you want me to get the big one over here, field 29? Both of them, both options are about $950,000, so it's about the same. Which one would you like? Would you like field 29, or would you like fields 13 and 15? It's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. Also, I would like your opinions on how you'd like me to progress with a couple of different things. One of them is, what loader do you think I should get? Do you want me to use a telehandler, and it will either be the Manitou or it will be the Merlot there? I've used the New Holland elsewhere, and we've also used the JCB. In real life, I really don't like that machine. It's very poor visibility, it's very unstable. I did use it in the last series, so that was definitely off the cards. So I'm going to choose, it's going to be either the Manitou or the Merlot if we're going for a rigid body telehandler, or I would go for the JCB wheel loader. Now this one is very nice, it's got excellent visibility, it's a very strong and steady platform that it presents you. It's basically, I've driven one of these in real life, and these are wonderful machines. So it's either going to be the JCB wheel loader. Now it is a very expensive machine, so you do have to sort of take that into account. It's a lot more expensive than the telehandlers. Nearly double the price. So it's either the JCB wheel loader, the Manitou, or the Merlot. And I'm just basing this on your comments in the comment section. Give me your opinions. Which one do you think I should use, and so on. I've also had a couple of people suggesting some other ones. I may consider one of those, but at the moment I'm still sticking with these three. The other question I want to know from you this week is, do you think I should use the B-Pack? and that is this one here. I'll get the sawmill. I'll get that sawmill mod going, and then I would also get this whole B-pack going that we got. We did set this up at the end of the Goldcrest Valley series. Some people liked it, some people didn't, and I was thinking rather than concentrating on that for a long period of time, if we've got it set up near the beginning of the series, we can just kind of go dip in and out of it every now and then, and like our bees would continuously produce a bit of honey. Don't know what you think of that idea, so give me your thoughts on whether you think we should have the B-Pack installed for this series or not, and also which telehandler do you think I should be using. And we can carry on now with this one. I'm going to keep doing this the way that we were doing it with just a standard hired help on here. A few people did ask me why on earth I didn't have cut headlands on the end of this field. I should have done. I really should have done. I should have cut some headlands across the ends of the field so that I could turn better. So that was a bit of a mistake on my part. However, I'm hoping that we can sort of look past that. So what's going on now? I think I don't think he's far enough over towards the machine, actually. I think that's the main issue here. So if we go here, right offset. Oops, I didn't actually want to do that. He's very close to the machine, so I don't think he's actually harvesting properly as he should. So I want to offset to 4.5. Where's he going now? This is not where I have sent you. You seem unable to locate the trail. Moving within view. Okay, I've never ever had it do that before. That's very weird. Okay, let's move back. I want it to go to 4.5 on the back of this one. I'm hoping that will work, because I think maybe it just moved a little bit too far away. It had gotten round that first corner, and then it decided it didn't like it. It was either that, or it was because it had gotten confused with the last time that it was going round. So we'll go an offset of 4.5, and that should move it up beside the machine. So it's going to run a little bit closer to it. I don't want to run it any closer than that. Yeah, it doesn't like it right there. It's because the tractor is moving slightly the tractor's not level with the front of the machine anymore. And I'm not sure why it's doing that. If I go like that, that's going to try to go in front of the machine, and that ends up, I think, being... Oh, actually, I'll tell you what. That might actually work better. Although I think maybe if it's going to do that, we do want to be offset slightly out. So it will run in front of the machine, but away from it slightly. That might be a better way of doing it. That does, and now that it's right over the trailer properly where we want it to be. The only issue now is, can it get round the corner with this sort of change in where it's set? That one's going to maneuver... Ah, I see. He's now decided that he doesn't like that. So I'm going to have to Control F and take that off of there, because this one is spinning on the spot rather crazily. If I go Control F, it's not... This is a problem. When you're running the Follow Me mod with the one that you're following behind your tractor, it does actually get a little bit confused. It gets a very lot confused, actually. So we've got to bring it right round like that, and then do the Control F again, so that it will then run up and go in front of the machine that it's following. And that is actually working again. So we're doing all right with this side. We just haven't done anything with the ones over on that side yet. And we are going to have to very quickly jump out and stop you, because I've no doubt you're going to do this as awkwardly as you can. So I'm going to try and shield this tractor up round like this. And we're going to end up having to do this every time. What I think we might do, if we do another sugarcane harvest in this game, I mean, it won't be for quite a while, but if we do decide to come back and do a second sugarcane harvest, then the way I'm going to do it is that going to work? Yes, that is actually going to work. Okay, that does seem to be a better way to do this. Right, excellent. So we've got that one going. I'm going to flick through the machinery to get over to the right one. There we go. That one's done. And there. Yeah, so I think that the best way to do it next time will be actually to have both sugarcane harvesters running with the AI vehicle extension, and with tractors running along beside them using follow me. We'll try and do what we've done with that one, but we'll just keep going round and round the outside of the whole field rather than just in the field as it is. So I'm just going to let this one run up to here, and then I'm going to stop the tractor right there. And right, that one's done. We're going to flick straight back over to this one, take it off for follow me, and we can just go straight. We don't have to worry about weight, unhitching, messing around with that, swapping trailers over, anything like that. We can literally just jump in, take it off of the follow me, and go racing off to start the unloading process. Now, if we're using the standard sugarcane trailers, we wouldn't even need to bring them down here in order to unload. We could unload straight into the waiting lorry, and that could then be taken off. And I'm starting to think that maybe we should do that, because we've got 2 sugarcane trailers. I think that maybe I will change over, and I'll just see if it will actually work very well. It might not. It's because the sugarcane trailer, I think, is a little bit shorter than this one, so it may not reach very well with the follow me mod. Because the follow me, I don't think you can do it in smaller increments than 5, and that does kind of, it does hinder it a little bit. I'm going to leave this trailer right here a second. I'm going to grab that other sugarcane trailer, and we're going to see if this will work. Because if it does, we can then tip it straight into the lorry. We don't have to go travel very far. We've got a stockpile down there, so we can use that for loading up the sugarcane planter later on if that's what we want to do. And that means that we've got our truck here that can be loaded up quite quickly and efficiently, and we're going to go and take this straight over to the train station, and we're going to tip it in there so that we can store it in the train station, and we can also tip it into the train itself if that's if the train station is starting to fill up. I'm also aware that this is our 3rd episode harvesting sugarcane. We've got a huge, great big field here, and I mean, yes, we have harvested a lot, but we haven't gotten halfway yet. And I do want to sort of make some progress on this. I don't want to be stuck harvesting sugarcane forever. So how is this going to work? Is it going to be able to bring it up tight enough? Actually, it's not quite enough to hinder it. I think that's actually going to work. I think that's going to work very, very well. This pleases me immensely. This really does. I just want to see it get round the corner. I tell you what, while we get that one round, while we wait for that one to go around the corner, if I jump over here and jump into the John Deere, I can turn this one round and get the other sugarcane harvester ready. So we can bring this one down here. That one's ready to roll up there. I need to come right down the bank, and this is why I should have cut a headland properly. This bit here is quite unrealistic doing it like this. But it's working, so that's the main thing. And that one's gone round the corner without any issues at all. So we've got 2 trailers now working quite nicely. The only thing that we can't really do is we can't really put this going now with the AI vehicle extension, doing it exactly the same as we've done the other one, because of the way that the fields... I'll tell you what, though, we might be able to. We might still be able to do that, and then we can swap between the 2 and we can keep them both running. We'll run up and down just beside this one, just for the rest of this trailer full, and then we'll tip this trailer out, and then we'll set the AI vehicle extension going on this harvester, and we'll see if we can do both of them together. And even if they're cutting across this middle section, that it could still it'd still be a viable thing to do. I think that is going to... You know what? I tell you what. Actually, now that I think about it, if we set this going right now on the AI vehicle extension, it should, in theory, let me just take it off of there, because what it'll do is it'll carry on around this one, and it'll like start the corners, and it was starting the corners that seemed to be the difficult bit the last time. We want to change this up to 100%. Now, I have been questioned about this headland here. I don't know how this headland thing works. So when I start in a new field with the AI extension on, I'm going to put that headland on, and I'm going to see what it does. I'm not actually aware that it makes any difference at the moment. I have tried it previously, and it didn't seem to make any impact to it. It didn't seem to affect the way any of it ran. So far, I haven't been doing it. You know what? I didn't actually put the hired help going on there. Let me jump back in. Nope, not you. Just come over and jump into this one. There we go. And then start that one up. Right, now it's working. Now I can jump in here, and I can follow it on round. The sugarcane harvester has actually gotten stuck down on that bottom corner. I'm going to just follow this one up here, There we go. Now, this is going to get round this corner here. We'll see how it does it. Just going to sort of flip itself round. It does go a little bit strange when it's getting round this corner. I noticed this previously. It kind of... It does some peculiar things as it's trying to get round the first these corners when... It's only when they're sort of quite tight corners. As soon as you've gotten round it the first time, it seems to do alright. But it's going to come out now, and then it'll back up, and then it'll stop and decide that it doesn't like what it's doing. That's what it did last time, and I think it's purely because of that tiny little bit that is left out there on the edge. See? It's backing up there. Or is it actually going to work? Oh, it's going to work. Okay. It was just because of the odd bit that it left out there, but it has actually done okay. So I'm just going to stop that one there a second, and I'm going to flick over to this one. And this one, this time, it's gone back a little tiny bit. It's gone out a little bit too far. Can't quite reach it. So if I bring it in like that, how is it going to cope with this corner? Is it going to do the corner all right? I think it's actually going to back up to try and come back and grab the bit that it's missed. Yeah. This is where it becomes a bit of an issue, is when it's trying to back round the corners. But at the same time, if we've got two of these going at the same time, if we got two of these running and all we got to do is kind of nurse it round the corners, we can keep two harvesters running continuously, and it's sort of not going to be hindering us very much. So if I just let that one carry on there a second, I'm just going to back this down and line it up so that I can activate the follow me again. So that is in front by 5 and out offset by 5. So we'll run that one there, and if I jump back over to this one, and I'm going to manually run this one round, and that's... Oh, yeah, there is just enough room down the side of that field in order to do this. And then once it's gone round this corner here, it'll back up a little bit, and then it's going to swing in round. It should actually be okay to do this corner, because it's already sort of sliced some of the corner off already. It's going to actually be okay. So we'll just fill this trailer up. We're going to empty this one, and then as soon as we come back, we'll put this going on follow me, the same as what we're doing with the star attractor on the other one. And I'm hoping that they'll probably end up cutting across that piece in the middle, and that is going to sort of slow it down a little bit, but I'm hoping that it's still going to work. I'm hoping that even though it's sort of doing that strange bit there, it will still end up working out all right. So we'll see in a minute, because it's about to... Oh no. It's backed up. It's backing right up at the moment, so that one's going to be completely out. So we're going to have to go up there and set that one right in a second. I'll just bring that up and tip this one up over. Put in another trailer full into here. I'm really enjoying doing a sugarcane harvest. It's actually quite interesting to do. There's a lot about it that's different to anything that we've done previously, and there is a nice challenge involved with it. So I'm particularly enjoying this. What are your views on, how long we should continue this next week? Because I've always felt that when I'm doing a Let's Play, I should be showing you most of what's happening. I don't like the idea of trying to do a bigger harvest and then ending up doing 3/4 of it off screen. It defeats the whole object of doing a bigger harvest, in my opinion. So I always like to do everything that I'm going to do with a harvest. So that's ahead, that's exactly equal, and then that will put it behind. That should be the same level as what the star is currently running at. So we move that one up there. Right, that one will carry on there, and if I can flick through to this tractor, all I got to do actually is back up a little bit. Although saying that, I'm still going to have to go right behind the machine in order to line up the follow me, in order to allow it to do the follow me. So let me just back up a little bit further like that, and there. Okay, that should carry on there. Now, what it's going to do is it's almost certainly going to come out along the edge of this field here, or along the top piece here, and then it's going to go in a straight line over to the top end of that piece. It's not going to turn around this corner, because it's all in the same field. If the field was separate, if it was two separate fields, then it would be able to cope with it, but no, it's not going to. It's going to go straight over there, and it's going to carry on with that one. So we'll see how it copes with getting across that corner. This is going to be the difficult bit for it, I think. And we've got the other one doing the bottom turn down there. As long as it doesn't reverse too far. It's reversed too far. It's already reversed too far. Okay, it's pushing it up towards that corner. Is it going to be able to do this without doing too much shunting back and forth? If it will do it without shunting back and forth very much, we could be good to just continue on round. And yes, it's going to do it. Excellent. Right. So I just want to... unfortunately, because I've got to remove the follow me each time it does this, I'll just do that there. Now it's saying that it's blocked. Bring that in like that. Helper K is blocked. Helper I is blocked. Is he blocked up there somewhere? Helper K is blocked. So I've got a feeling that I might have to go round it again. That's alright. We can cope with that. Let that one run through there. And bring that back round and follow me again. There we go. And now go to this one. Why have you stopped and turned round? That's just being peculiar. You were in a straight line. You were heading in completely the right direction for that one. And now look at it. It's trying to completely turn around. I don't really know what it's doing with that. Let me just turn the beacons off a second. And if I can shunt this one out around like this. There. And then start. I'm going to manually do this myself. And I'm going to push it forward. I know that we're losing sugarcane by doing that, and I'm hoping now if I just press H, it will just carry on and the tractor will line up. Is that going to work? Yes, that's going to work. Okay, it's going to carry on now. So that one's going to go, and... oh, the harvester down the bottom looks like he's turned the corner, and he's carrying on up the field this way. Although he has now reversed out and missed it. Oh, I'm in the sugarcane harvester. I want to go that way. Yeah, he has backed up the corner a little bit, but he's moved over onto this half of the field. So that might mean that it's going to do this. Again, he's done this whole thing. It's the corner thing that it's doing very strangely. And if it weren't for this corner bit, I think that this whole process would work really well. We wouldn't have any issues with this corner working at all. We bring that one back down here, and then I do follow me again. So that one's going to go up this way, and we've got one up there that still needs to go around the corner, so I'm going to have to go up and get this one round the corner. I'll spin round in a big circle here. It should allow that one... what is that one doing? Okay, it's doing some very, very strange things at times. This is why I don't want the crop destruction on, because I think that the crop destruction would hold us back a great deal in order to try and get round some of this stuff. What is it doing? I mean, seriously, how can you possibly think that that is useful in any way, shape, or form? So it will nurse you round that corner there, and then we'll get the follow me going. It was working so well. The follow me was like poetry in motion. It really was. And now it's just given up completely and is absolutely not having any of it, is it? Actually, let's just try putting it back on again and see if that is enough. We've got the other one coming up to this top corner, so we're going to have to help. No, it's not. No. Really? What is wrong with you? Like, you can back up without having a trailer there, can't you? Surely. Surely you can reverse without a trailer. You're not even running. You've got things switched off and you're still refusing to move if there's not a trailer underneath. Okay, that's this kind of just being a little bit ridiculous at the moment. Yeah, I think you're deliberately being difficult. You're trying to be difficult here now, aren't you? So let me back up here. Is that going to be enough to be able... nope, unable to locate the trail. If I can move in a little bit more, is that going to do it? Nope. You've got to move the tractor behind the harvester in order to get the trail that you need for the follow me. Try that. There we go. As soon as you've got the trail, you're okay. It's good to go. So we can leave that one going there. And I want to go back over to this one. This is going to be exactly the same. I'm just going to go around in a big circle on this. We're kind of getting there with this harvest, but there's some bits that are sort of slowing us down a bit. But I think we're starting to do well. However, it's still taking quite a while. I know that there is I've seen a mod out already that I think would be pretty good for this. In that it's basically it's not a sugarcane harvester. They've adapted a sugar beet harvester, and it's just got a wide header, and you can like stuff it through with that. Completely and totally unrealistic. I don't think that there is such a harvester like that. I think all sugarcane harvesters are like this, and so for that reason, I don't really want to use it. But I'm going to sort of ask you what you think. Do you want me to like finish the harvest off with something like that, or do you want me to keep going with the harvest like this? We've got to. We're sort of running out of time for today, but we're doing all right at the moment. If I can just bring that one up there, and unable to locate a trail. I don't believe you. I don't think that you're telling the truth at all. I think you are able to locate a trail. I think you're just deliberately being difficult about it. What's wrong with you? Too far behind. Oh, no, this one's full. The trailer's full. Ah. Okay, let's go and get this one a second, and we'll tip this one into our lorry over here, our truck, rather, over here. And we're almost ready to go and empty out our first load. Now, it has sort of slowed down a little bit because of the follow me not working brilliantly, but I think we're starting to get the hang of it, which means that it should start to speed up a little bit. We've had to take a little bit of time to get it all set up, but I think it is starting to work quite well. We'll take all of this sugarcane that we've got here over to the train station, and we'll tip it into the trains. So we bring that one round, lower that trailer back down. So I'll just run alongside the sugarcane harvester to get it round this couple of corners here, and then we're going to have to go back up there where the John Deere is, because that one's stopped as well for some peculiar reason. I'm not quite sure why. Something about it was too far behind or too far in front. Whereas the John Deere... Oh, no, the John Deere's not full. Right, we'll swing round here. Just pretend that I didn't drive through the sugarcane just then. And we'll come into this one. I'm beginning to think that maybe we should have picked a slightly smaller field to do our sugarcane harvesting in, because this is a very, very large field. And that is the bit right there. It's the AI doesn't really like the caterpillar tracks on the harvester. It's making it struggle a little bit when it's like trying to deal with the corners, and that I think is that is like the prime problem for the whole follow me thing working very well. If it was wheels rather than tracks, I think it would actually work a lot better. So if that one goes there, the follow me could still get round this corner. It's not going to there. That's the bit that it struggles on right there, I think. But this one is going to carry on up through the field. Excellent. So if I just come back a little bit and I go follow, there we go. And I can go straight through to this one. I didn't do anything. I've just moved on to this one, and it started just driving, just for no reason. It's done the same thing that it did just now. Okay, we're going to have to spin round and avert your eyes, people. Just avert your eyes. I know that, when I'm doing jobs like this, I tend to, like, stick quite close to realism to start with, and then we've sort of been doing it for a while, and then I start to cut corners, and it gets less and less realistic. I apologise if you really don't like that, but I'm kind of thinking that, we want to get a move on. We want to get this job finished now, so, I feel that we can maybe cut a few corners here and there, because, quite frankly, this is taking forever. I mean, we can always go for option 2, and that is just not do any more sugarcane. For now, we could go and we could get some combining underway. We've got John Deere combine waiting to be used. We've got the Bison combine over there waiting to be used. So next week we could switch over to some of that. Maybe try to put one of these harvesters with a follow me going next week as well, and sort of run the two simultaneously. So we'll spend a bit more time worrying about the combine, and working that one up and down the fields, or two combines actually. We'll put one Bison going in here, and I think we'll go and get the corn header for the John Deere, and we'll do the corn field that we've got up there. So we could do those, and then we're sort of covering, we're doing two things at once then, aren't we? And I think we'll do it from that angle there. Difficult to say, really. Yes, you know exactly what I was doing there. I was getting my screenshot lined up. So I'm just going to drive this one all the way round. I think it'll be easier to do that. And then I'll set the follow me going again. The follow me here has decided that it doesn't like... They just don't like each other. I think they're just having an argument. Come whizzing on round here. So I think maybe that would be the better way. So we're not going to be breaking realism like running a sugar beet harvester with a really wide header doing sugarcane, because I don't want to do that. If I'm going to do that, I'll be doing that over on Broadacres, because that's our unrealistic series. This is not supposed to be an unrealistic series, so we're going to try to do things as realistically as we can on this one. Which means we're going to have to deal with some very awkward and difficult drivers here at times. If I can bring that round. You're going to try to reverse now, aren't you? You're going to try to back up round that corner because you don't like what I've... Yeah, there you go. See? See? Look at it. You didn't... it doesn't matter. Just leave it. You can get it the next time you come round. Really? Why does it matter? It doesn't matter. Nope. He's not listening to me. He's not having any of it, is he? So yes, I think that's what we will do next week. And also, the whole random events. I was reminded that I'm supposed to be doing random events, and I haven't been doing random events. I was supposed to have it ready for this week. I completely forgot about it. I am so sorry. I should have started that this week. I've got a whole load of them written up. I've just got a couple more to do, to think up, just to sort of complete the whole random events scenarios that I've kind of got planned. So we've got... it's basically I will roll a dice, and it'll be a one or two is like machinery, and 3 or 4 is something to do with arable crops, and 5 or 6 is something to do with animal products. And then it's literally just a case of... Now what are you doing? Did you have to do that? You could have just spun on the spot, you know. Yeah, it's literally then just going to be a case of I'll roll the dice, and then I'll roll the dice again, and we get on to this list that I've got. I really don't know what you're doing. This follow me thing is a really good mod. I really do like it, but there are times when its actions are a little bit suspect. I suspect that they've been hitting the tequila or something on here. I'm not really sure. And so we bring that one in, and now you're going. Right, so that one's going there. And I can run back over to this one, which has now gotten stuck on this bottom corner. Let me bring that forward a bit. I see what it's done. It's just kind of gotten a little bit confused on there. And see, it's backing up. It refuses to back up if the spout is not under a trailer. Or not over a trailer, if there's not a trailer under the spout. So I'll let that go a little bit, and then I'm going to go out here like this, and I'm going to go Control F, and that should line up. Should. Yes, it's lined up. Excellent. Okay, so we've got that one there. That's running. And now I'm going to switch over to this one, because we're probably going to need to nurse this one around this corner. And this trailer's nearly full, actually. So how is it going to cope with it? It's going to back up a little bit. And then it's going to swing round, and it's going to stop. Is it going to stop? Yes, it is. It's going to stop. Of course it is. It wouldn't... we couldn't expect it to do anything simply and easily. Just do it without hassle. Could we? We can't expect it to do things like that. Now where are you going? Okay. And that one can come in there. So my question for this week is, which field would you like me to get? Would you like me to get field 29, which is the big field over there? Or would you like me to get the 2 fields, 13 and 15, which are over there? Either option is around about $950,000. So it's going to be about the same amount of money, so I would guess that it's about the same amount of land in total. Now what are you doing? I think that's just my bad driving this time. So yeah, it's about the same amount of land in total, but which one would you like me to get? Would you like me to get the single big field, or would you like me to get the 2 big-ish fields down the bottom? That one's going to stop, and it's going to back up in a second, so I'm going to spin right round. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this one up here, and I'm going to tip it out into this trailer, and then we will swivel round, and then we can go up and we can rescue the other one. So if I bring this one up here, and then we can tip out. And we didn't actually get to empty out the truck today, but we will be able to do that next week, because we're advancing quite nicely with this whole harvest now. So we dump that in there really quickly. We can run back down and get this lined up behind that harvester down there, and we can go and see the John Deere. So yeah, anyway, the 2 fields, they're both about the same size, about the same amount of land. Which one do you like, 29 or 13 and 15? It's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why. And of course, don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right-hand corner. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? You're supposed to be going alongside the harvester. You're not supposed to be running there. Right, we'll let you do that. Straighten up a little bit. Now we'll bring you back just a fraction, and you've lined up. Excellent. Okay, I want to go this way, and you have done exactly the same. So we can back... Actually, I might just be able to go straight back with this one. Can I? I can. Excellent. No, it's not going to let me do it. It's going to stop, and it's going to back up again in a minute. It's going to get that little bit there that it's missed. Or is it? No, it's not. It's actually going to keep going. It'll let the other one go and grab that little bit that's missed. So we can bring this in through here. Okay, I think that it really is going to have to be about it this time. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give me a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.